Man, where do I start with this, man? Look, it's the next day after the result, and still feeling disappointing, man. I still feel as though it's two points dropped. I know people are saying in hindsight it could be a good result, but when you're 2-1 up and you concede in the 94th minute, it's not a good point. It's not. Yeah, maybe the bigger picture when you look at it, the things we're doing this season, we've lost one out of 15, 16, 17 games, whatever, but the last 10 games we've won, and then now we draw a game. But look, no team's perfect, and when you're on this type of run, the come down is gonna be heavy. Look, we was literally in the sky for weeks before the last international break, really. Now, when you have a result other than a win, a draw or a loss, or in our case, a draw last night, the come down is gonna be heavy. And like I put it in the title, you're gonna be rattled like a class A drug abuser. That's the best way of putting it, mate, because that draw felt like a defeat. It felt demoralising. It felt as though our season's done. It's finished. We might as well end it here. And that's the standards that Arteta has set for Arsenal this season. A draw feels like the end of the world. But it's not. It's 11 games. We're still top of the table. Since the last international break, we've created a bigger gap. Obviously, it may close a little bit today, but since the last international break, we was 1 point or 2 points ahead of City. It's going to be a minimum of 4 now. So we've got to look at the bigger picture, unfortunately, because end of the day, we didn't win last night. And yeah, they normally say, man, after you have an argument or something like that with somebody, or you have a fight and that, and then you go like, I ain't gonna lose no sleep over it. But fucking hell, man, Arsenal, man, they just know how to fucking do this to you. But look, man, it's not all negative. We've got to look at the positives as well. It's not the result none of us wanted, but a lot of us did. Unfortunately, in the back of our heads, imagine this could be happening sooner or later. We're not going to win every game. We've got to understand and accept that we are not going to be winning every game in the Premier League, in the Champions League, whatever league you want to call it. Look, the referee, man, I just want to say this referee was poor. Worse than Michael Oliver, worse than Anthony Taylor, stupid Atwell, a lot of them. Craig fucking Pawson. Is he lacking some sort of attention in some department or something? Like, why did he want the game to be about him? Why are you giving all these decisions to Sunderland? They're allowed to elbow us in the face in the first minute. VAR don't even check it. It's a clear red card or a clear penalty. He's gone up and elbowed him in the face, Mikel Merino. Timber, he gets a head injury. Pawson looks at him, carries on play, lets Sunderland have the shot on target, then he seeks the medical team to go and see to Timber. But in the second half, when one of their players is down, not even a head injury, just a normal fucking, knock or something like that, he stops our attack. I could go on forever and I could make this a 25-minute to 30-minute video if we want to talk about the referee. But I do not want to waste another second talking about that fucking muppet, Craig Pawson. He doesn't deserve to be on any of these fucking videos. Absolute loser. Do not referee an Arsenal game again, at least not for a long time. You absolute moron of a referee. Look, we couldn't get near him. Anytime we try and make the game physical, it's like, right, you're getting a jail sentence. Zubimendi getting a yellow card for tackling Xhaka or whoever it were. He literally got the ball and he gets a yellow card for it, and then they score from that. The set pieces, they knew that Sunderland were going to, benefit from these set pieces, and this is why they gave them the free kicks and all these decisions. We ain't making excuses. We didn't turn up in the first half. We didn't. We was poor. And in the second half, I seen an Arsenal that was great, good in possession, out of possession, playing through the lines, even without Odegaard, without Gyökeres, without a lot of players that would normally have bought on. Trossard, again, this is why I want to say, This is why he plays a lot of games for Arsenal, because the goals and assists, they don't lie. If you want to see the stats, just check them out and you'll see Trossard is at the top of the list with goals and assists this season, and he's always top 4, top 5 for Arsenal. Rice, again, for the first goal wasn't great. He got Ballard took the ball away from him and then shoots, and it ends up in the back of the net. Saka, I think he done great to get his goal. It was a good right-footed shot, low, right down into the corner. Trossard, again, does what Trossard does. Raya, I don't want to be too harsh on him because he made some great saves, but why did he come out? Why did he come out and try and grab that ball and think it's going to just loop and come into his arms? You come out and punch it, it's different. Or you stay in your line. Gabriel, yeah, he might have lost that header, but it's just going to loop in at like 1 mile per hour, and all you've got to do is catch it, keep the ball for 8 seconds, and then carry on playing, and we get the 3 points, and we don't have to be doing this reaction video the next day. But look, it is what it is. We are still top of the table. We are still undefeated for a couple of months. We're going into the international break. Gyökeres was really needed last night because Ballard was just, getting a goal and an assist, just roaming freely. He wouldn't have had that capacity to do that if Gyökeres was on him. But because Merino was there and he's not as strong as Gyökeres, he's not going to move like a normal centre forward. He thought, I'm getting up. And you know what? Fair play to Sunderland. Their fans, mate, they was amazing throughout the whole game, even when there was 2-1 down. But overall, we've got to look at ourselves. We can't make excuses. It's 2 points dropped. I'm not going to say it's a point gained, unless the only way I'll say it's a point gained is if we go into the Tottenham game after the international break and we go into the Chelsea game as well. If we get 6 points out of there, then I'd look at this as a point gained. Because normally we'd win this game and draw at Chelsea. But now we've got to go and win at Chelsea, win against Tottenham, and then that's 6 points out of 6 after the international break, which is basically what we need to happen. If we don't get 6 points out of those 2 games, I'm afraid the other teams are going to catch up because they've got more of a favourable run than we have, because we've had this favourable run now. So all in all, it's 2 points dropped, and yeah, it's not great, man. We've just got to wait for the Man City and Liverpool game and hope that it ends in a draw. But other than that, we didn't get any more injuries. We didn't get any red cards. We've not had a red card this season. I'm just trying to pinpoint and find some positives. We've seen that we could play, on the front foot, create chances from open play against Sunderland. I mean, I think Sunderland's been our toughest game this season. Even, we've been away to Anfield, we've been away to a lot of games, but they literally bullied us in that first half. I was saying this throughout the game. The first half, they was actually bullying us, and they was getting away with it. That was the difference. Anytime we try and go physical, the referee's blowing the whistle. He just didn't treat us fairly. I'm not asked if he's treating both teams the same, but if you're giving them free kicks and you're letting them elbow us in the face and that, it's not great. It's not fair, man. But look, we didn't lose. The main thing is we didn't lose, but our clean sheet run's gone as well. But that's a bit of pressure off our shoulders now, because we're not going into every game thinking we need to get a clean sheet, we need to beat this record. Now we just go in to win the game. So I think the international break has come at the right time. Hopefully Madueke and all them lot will be back. And we've just got to go on some massive run now in November and December and try and put as many points on the board as possible. And hope that Man City and Liverpool draw today, because if they do, it's 1 game extra played, 1 game ticked off. The table stays the same, other than Chelsea obviously winning, but it is what it is. You can't win them all. You can't please everyone. You're not going to be perfect, and this result was going to happen sooner or later. It's good that it's happened now and not against Tottenham, so hopefully we can go into the Tottenham team pissed off and fucking angry as fucking whatever you want to call it. Go into fucking batter Tottenham left, right and centre. That's the mindset that's got to be once we get back from the international break, and just go out, get the 3 points and humiliate Tottenham. So that's it, man. I'll catch you on the next one.